Hey guys, we're actually People Games, the developers of Duel Major. Want to apologize in advance for the low quality Skype sounds. We figured we just wanted to throw a video together for you guys if you were interested in our game and want to learn more. So I'm Spencer. I'm the project lead and one of the programmers on the team, and I figured we'll all introduce ourselves.
I'm Corey. I'm also a programmer on the team.
And I'm Reginald. I'm 3D artist and animator on the team.
And I'm Kevin. I'm also a 3D artist and animator.
We also have one other member, Chris. He's another programmer. He couldn't make it tonight. So there's the five of us. We're all RPI students or recent alumni, and we're making Dual Major as a labor of love. And we figured we want to do our best to get it out to you guys by the end of the year. And we want to try to make these kind of videos sort of a monthly thing, maybe every couple of weeks. We figured we'd just jump into a discussion about some of the stuff we're working on right now, so you guys can just sit along and come with a ride.
And with that, I'm going to jump into what may be the main topic of discussion, which is talking about AERO's Upground. We've been talking a little bit about it before the chat started. It's something along the lines of, do we want it to be charged? And I mean, looking on it from both sides, I think it's probably better for it to have the more versatility, because we have like less ground moves, right? We always stress that. We have the 4 ground moves, so making one more useful is pretty good. On the other end of that spectrum, we did talk a long time ago about making it so that AERO had better air moves and not so fast or good ground moves. And her jab is very fast. She has the fastest jab in the game as of right now.
Yeah, the upground doesn't really need to be any faster.
Faster, right, exactly. So I think it would be a matter of not making it so much faster as making it chargeable, so that you could delay it. Perhaps giving her like armor so she could tank like a hit, like a heavy hit during it.
Yeah, we've got armor like programmed,
So-
we still haven't used it.
Yeah, we don't have any moves that use armor yet.
It's already in the code, just waiting to be used. Like, no, we don't need that. No, who needs armor in their games? Bad mechanic.
It's literally a comment in there that says, "Please use me," if you look for it.
That's the second best comment in the game.
That's the second.
Next to turnaround behavior, comment bright eyes.
I don't know. There's some pretty good comments throughout the code. Legacy comments are the best thing to come across when you've been working on a game for on and off for, I guess, 2 years now, right? You
Like a year and a half, like now.
Yeah.
It'll be.
You sometimes run into these. You sometimes run into these comments. You forgot about the joke, and you just run into them, and it's very hilarious. But anyway.
Yeah, Reggie, you started saying something.
So what are we seeking to address with, more change-ups on the ground? AERO's ground game is too weak as it stands. So what are we trying to address by? Because I definitely see that, enabling the charge will allow a good amount of mix-up. But what will this solve?
Right now, I think the power of the upground sort of treads between being a strong finisher that doesn't ever finish very early and being too strong of a launcher to ever really allow for follow-ups. I mean, it puts people in the air, and AERO's so fast that she can almost always sneak beneath you as you try to come back down. But platforms sort of do hinder her ability to always reliably do that. So
Yeah.
I think like having, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if we're looking to fill the role of a launcher for one of her ground moves, and I know we talked about this before, but really, with her new special, for the people listening in, the way our game works, if we haven't already specified, you have melee attacks, and then you have, rather than one general case button for all special moves, you have one special on your B button, which is universal at all times, is this one special, which sort of defines the neutral game of the character. And then a separate button for a recovery move to get you back on the stage. So in the case of AERO, Her
The
special.
aerospace engineer or aeronautical engineer. Yeah, we just keep saying aero. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
not talking about bows and arrows.
No TV shows. But yeah, her special move is sort of designed to be that launcher, even though right now I don't think it's quite doing that.
Yeah,
But
I mean the that move definitely. I mean, it's new, so it has a lot of dysfunctionality. Like, you can jump off stage and then still use it
yeah,
in the same form, which doesn't make any sense. And the hitbox, you wind up straight up clearing some of the shorter characters. You
oh, you
you wind
jump
up
right over Cogs.
yeah, you go right over Cogs. You'll never hit him unless he like jumps into it.
Yeah,
And it has absolutely no priority or disjoint to speak of, so it almost always trades if it does hit. I mean, those are things that you can fix. But that aspect, that's a commitment move. That move has some serious startup.
Mm-hmm.
So like the other aspect of her chargeable upground is we talked about jab to upground and making it so her jab uniquely she's one of two characters to have a two-hit jab, but for Kampsai it's a little less of a unique mechanic. All of his moves double hit. For her it's the first hit very fast, and the second hit you can sort of hit confirm into, and it sends them away, but it doesn't really launch them.
Yeah.
If they hold in the trajectory influence that they have, will probably make it so that you could combo it into an up air, and then from there, up air, up air, up air,
Yeah, like
up
forever.
air, forever, until they're no longer on the stage and have turned into a cash cloud.
A cash cloud. Oh man, we haven't used that one before.
Cash
Yeah,
Cloud.
Gotta write that one down.
That's good. I'm writing that down.
That's the official
They
name.
can't see the
of that
document,
effect.
but it's literally going into the document.
I mean, we could make a cut to the to-do list with the cash cloud there. I figured we would just overlay some pictures of the game instead of just me recording my like the recording right now is just a static to-do list with OBS up in the corner, and I don't think they want to look at that. But
Yeah,
we can cut to this just for
All
you.
right, so
What about
they may or may not be able to see the cash cloud. Anyway, that's not. I don't. That wasn't the point. Of that
We also might
comment.
make cuts in the video. They might not need to hear this, or maybe
Yeah.
they are. Maybe if we left it in, I hope you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah. Who knows what will last through Spencer's evil editing hands?
Like this is in the future. We don't know what's gonna happen right now. This could be months later. If
Oh
it
my
is, I
God.
hope we've already been greenlit.
Yeah, right. And I don't know why we're making whatever. Anyway, having that double hit is really good for her because it definitely defines one of her major abilities in the neutral game, which is to be able to get very close and then be able to sort of somewhat quickly throw out relatively safe move in front of her that doesn't have a ton of priority. But at the same time, she has to commit to a long dash to do that. Again, like we said, her ground game is not very strong. She's very fast, fastest in the game by a pretty good margin. But even then, I definitely think the upground charge thing would be a good solution. And I think the jab to upground thing would also be really good. And, the combination of the two.
Yeah.
Helps
'Cause
bring.
she really just wants to put people in the air, so we want to give people the tools to do that.
She needs to be able to put people in the air for her combos, and she needs to be able to do it safely from neutral. Otherwise, she's gonna just wind up being camped and never being able to launch until you're at a high enough lone count that you'll actually be launched from a stray move in neutral. Because the way our health system works for the people that are listening, you have to do a certain amount of damage to increase their lone count. So it's stepwise. It's similar to Smash's percent system. The higher your lone count, the higher or the farther you're knocked back. But the major difference is that stepwise thing. So things work very consistently.
Yeah.
If You're a
Hence,
typical.
battle to stay out of debt, because the more damage you're taking, the more debt you're incurring, and it makes you easier to get booted from the stage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would say like a high, just for sake of throwing out numbers, a high loan count to die at is like 6, 7. I don't think I've ever seen happen.
No, definitely against like Kopsai. He weighs like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
Okay, so. And
but
then like the low end is like cogs can sometimes die as low as 3 from like an arrow combo.
hmm
Sometimes 2 if you're like not in a good location when you get hit.
yeah. And part of our design behind choosing this sort of health system is it's in a weird sort of limbo between like a health bar based system and a percent based system like Smash. Like you do have a health bar, and we can throw up an image on the screen now with our health bar on the top. But what's really important is that lone number. Um, but what's cool about the design here is because part of what our ultimate goal for this game is, bridging some of these more casual fighting games with more competitive ones, and having this good environment to learn in and just have fun. Um, with this sort of health system, it's very consistent when you knock people back. You'll know, oh, if they're at 2 loans and like he's playing as AERO, I know they're gonna go this far. There's not really a guessing game where with percents it's kind of unsure. And then they're also locked into that same knockback distance until that health bar is depleted and they take out a loan. So mid combo, the same move will send them the same distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Those are some of
sounds
the
right.
benefits, yeah. All right, well, with that, I think we should probably wrap up. We just wanted to start with a relatively short discussion about one thing to get you guys, who are interested, a little bit of a view into our design process. And we don't want to keep you here too long, and we're approaching 12 minutes.
Yeah. Hopefully next time Kevin will get to say anything at all.
Let's talk about art.
Yes,
What
let's talk
is
about
art?
That's
art.
so
What
important.
is art?
We
just don't know.
There you go, Corey. There's our memes.
All right, there we
Now
go.
people will like us.
Now we'll be on the front page of Reddit, and everybody will love us.
Oh man, that's the qualifier for being.
Whether they like it or not, they will love us.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I think we'll sign out. Again, I'm Spencer.
I'm Corey.
I'm Reggie.
I'm Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
And after the long drawn out goodbyes, we'll see you guys next time.